All right, Steve Crowder and Gerald. I mean, you guys, I love your shows. You're hilarious. Gerald, you and Alex Jones are the ones that turn me on to God. Basically, that it's real, all that at the tender young age of 41. So, that being said, man, I really wish you guys would not make fun of Mohammed. Okay, I'm a Christian. Okay, I consider myself a Christian. Um, just because I want to, be a better person. So it, inspires me to live better. But, you know, I feel like whenever there's a young Muslim kid, on the fence about going on a jihad, they'll play one of your videos for him. And then he picks that rifle up, and the first time he's about to blow a poor Christian's brains out, he might be second guessing it, but then he remembers that video. I'm not trying to blame you guys for, for not saying that's happened. I'm just saying, that's pretty obvious, man. And they don't deny Jesus. Not even the jihad, even Osama bin Laden didn't deny Jesus, man. Okay. Uh, if you want to debate the stuff, debate it, but don't make fun of it, man. Please, please. I feel like, that's childish. Yes, it's funny, but it's the wrong kind of. If you want to do that shit behind closed doors, do it. I mean, but and it's the Aisha thing, man. I look, I just started reading the Quran. Um, I haven't made up my mind about all that stuff yet, but I mean, these guys had harems, man. Why would they need to rape a child? You know, I'm not, I'm not, we had weird laws about that too here till like 80 years ago. It was like 12 years old was the marrying age, whatever, you know. So we've had some pretty weird laws here, and it ain't like English kings and shit. Don't we all know what they are. I'm not speaking up for any of that at all. I find it abhorrent. But that was after all what 1800 years ago. I mean, think and I don't. I I personally, you know, when you read the Quran like I'm doing, you will find that he actually respected Jewish people. Muhammad did. Uh, and I challenge you guys to read other texts, man. I don't. You. There's so much more out there, and there's so many layers to these stories in the Bible, man. They're not just the words on the page. They're allegorical, and quite honestly, washing in the blood of Jesus. What the fuck is that? Like when I hear that, I think of that scene from Blade where the blood sprinklers come on and they're partying in the slaughterhouse, getting covered by blood coming out of the sprinklers. That's what I think of when I hear that. That's evil. And I've read some weird magic documents and shit from hundreds of years ago, and they specifically warn against using blood. Okay, in that stuff. Specifically. It says, do not use blood in these rituals. I am not practicing these rituals. I just read the shit. Okay, I'm fascinated by it. But, there's some weirdness in Christianity too. Okay? We don't have the moral high ground like you think we do. Okay? Because anybody that's going to run around telling anybody, and I know that the Washington blood is allegorical. I understand that. Okay? But it's the thought. And why would Jesus even say that? Like you, okay, you can't commit murder, but washing my blood. What? And 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 you know, you got to understand too. I respect these books, man, big time. I am not saying that these books are bad or anything like that. I respect them. You know, when I read them, man, I feel like I'm walking in the desert with these guys. You know, but I just really wish that you wouldn't do that, please. From one Christian to another, don't make fun of Mohammed. Okay, I think I've argued a pretty good point about that. That you know you could inadvertently be causing the death of Christians with that. And I guarantee you, you know, they got to be playing these videos for him, man, and riling them up. And you're just giving them the ammo to do it. I mean, think about that, man. Please, please. Appreciate you, man. I really hope you'll pay. As a matter of fact, you guys should talk to a guy named Beck Lover, man. I've only seen him on podcast a couple times, but the dude's very knowledgeable with stuff. Respectable dude. He's a Muslim from New York. Uh, he's a good dude, as far as I can tell. You know, like I said, I don't know the man. I'm forming opinions simply by what I see on the television. But the passion that he has in the way he, you know, I mean, he recites this stuff like right now. He knows the text. He knows the stories. He knows Christianity. He knows Judaism. He knows Hindu. He knows it all. He's good. He's a highly intelligent guy, and I think you guys would get along. I think you would be amazed. And quite frankly, I think we got a bigger fight coming with China and the Muslims over there in Syria. The Uyghurs, they're pissed what China's doing to their people. So you can keep pounding that wedge between us, or you can pull it out and draw it back together, and we can live like we did thousands of years ago in peace. Before Malcolm X was killed, because that's really when all this shit started taking off, is when Malcolm X was killed. Because he went over there and he's seen, hey, these people are live in peace. Oh, and the movie Kingdom of Heaven, in the very end of it, when Saladin picks up the cross and puts it back down, you know that man, that Muslim man, gave the keys to the holiest church in Jerusalem for Christians to a Muslim family that then took care of it for 1,200 years. And you want to insult those people? That's wrong, man. Because they're forced to marry their first cousins. They don't want to do that, man. Who would want to do that? But they're forced to because, you know, that's what feudalism does to people. It keeps them down, retarded, and unable to defend themselves. Okay? It's not the people's fault. It's the ruling class. Okay? So I hope that you'll at least think about it, man. All right? Love y'all. Well, I guess, yeah. Love y'all. Like I said, I respect the shit out of you guys, but I respect all these books too. And so should you.